We Book It Wrestling is on the air, and it's time to talk wrestling. Everything, the biggest stories, everything that's going on. We can't wait to share it with you. But first and foremost, we got to hit you with this. Yo, it is the We Book It podcast. We are the We Book It podcast, boys, here in the building. I got my man, Kelly Vanilli.
And I'm feeling silly.
Oh, it's feeling silly, my man. I got Big Daddy C.
Yo.
Our good man, Coachman, the workhorse of the podcast, will be jumping on here in just a few minutes. However, you know, I'm not even going to introduce you. Whatever. We're just going to go to the topics. No, just playing. Oh, I'm just joking.
Hey, don't get mad at me because your Bears are terrible.
Hey, look, we made that a game, but it shouldn't have been a game. Like we should have killed the Colts, and I really thought we was going to with the way the defense held them to 7 points in the first half, and yeah, you know.
At least we know we have the best defense in the league. But
Because Green Bay did beat the Colts, just saying, unlike the Bears. So, and with a backup quarterback too, not with the Messiah for the Bears. But you know, just saying. I digress.
That's it from you, Fritos. That's the last one.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, so we are here to talk wrestling, though, guys, and we got some big stories coming up, some big things coming up. Excited for the podcast, how we're growing. Thank you so much for the new viewership. We are growing steadily every week, gaining new viewership, also gaining new subscribers on YouTube. We need to show the Spotify a little bit more love. We got to get on that, y'all. We got to spread the word about the Spotify channel and get more people subscribe to our Spotify and looking up and listening to the pod through there too. There's multiple avenues where you can listen to this podcast where we share all of our wrestling takes, even Kelly Vanilli's bad ones. And
no comment.
And I'm sure he'll have some more of those for us tonight. But first and foremost, what do we have to talk about? We got to talk about the best and worst segments from this week's Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and AEW. So, first and foremost, what were the best segments I think you guys saw on Raw this week? What was something you liked about Monday Night Raw that you saw? Anybody can share.
I'm gonna say Jay Uso's promo. Just everything about it. That man's got the heat going on, and just taking that shot at Braun Breakker with his short NFL career. I thought it was beautiful. I love everything about it. I'm hoping I know we're going to have a segment about later talking about IC. Just get that man some gold. I feel like after that promo, he is full on ready to have a short run with the IC title.
Fritos, it might be a little bit too early to book it, but could I per se book the fact that Jay Uso will be a part of your Fave 5 this week?
I'm not going to deny or say anything, but yeah, he's in there.
All right, good. Go ahead. What you getting ready to say, Kelly?
I was gonna say I think the Braun Breakker stuff was the best. He's hands down, I think right now the best champion. Oh, him and LA Knight are close. They're right there. I think those are the two best champions right now. And that's not even
mid-card champions. That's the best part.
I know, and it's not even taking anything away from Gunther either. I think he's having a good reign, but these two are killing it. And it's just like it's what Sean booked on 2.0, and look at it now. It's come to fruition. And I think it's beautiful. And Braun Breakker in 5 years is going to be the face of the company. I just don't know who else is going to be.
Easily. Face of the company.
But I will say it's now time to give Jay the title. They need to do something else with him, but Braun needs to hold that for a little bit.
For me, I'm gonna roll with Kofi and Woods.
Yes, I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, so finally we get some dissension, real dissension between them two on screen. And then basically Woods. So New Day went against Judgment Day for the Tag Team Championships, I believe. And so basically they told Kofi told LWO, like, hey, if there's any interference, if you got our back, so that'd be cool. So, but he didn't tell Woods about this business. And so when it actually came down to it and the inevitable happened, LWO came out there to help, and basically pretty much it led to the New Day end up losing because they took their all off the ball, and it was just like a lot of distractions and stuff going on. They end up losing. And so backstage, Woods pretty much lost his mind, started going at the LWO, like, hey, y'all cost us the championships, blah, blah, blah. And then he just going off. And then Kofi's like, hey, chill. And Kofi's thanked LWO for helping him out. And basically they going back and forth, like, hey, why you ain't tell me this? This was the plan. Oh, now we need help. And then Kofi was like, we didn't need help before because we had Big E. And pretty much it was like, damn, like, that's kind of true. And so it was kind of like, the inevitable is about to happen between these two. It was like Woods is going to be the one to turn heel. And so, yeah, man, I would say that was probably the best segment to me between these two, considering the history and how like close they've been for the last decade, probably almost last decade and a half. And so, yeah.
Virgil, I got a question.
Sure.
What if Kofi turns? There's two possibilities that it could be. Kofi could possibly turn because he's like, why are you being like this, blah, 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 and he beats the crap out of Kofi.
That would be a major swerve, too. Look, that would be a big swerve.
What they should do, what I think they should do is at the 10-year celebration for the New Day, it's Big E, it's Kofi, it's Xavier, and Xavier beats the shit out of Kofi. And then Big E's trying to get him, and he starts whooping on Big E, and then he puts him in the concerto, and he's about to do it to Big E, and then they all break him up. I think that'd be the best way to turn Xavier heel, as if he beat the shit out of both of Big E and him on the 10-year anniversary of the New Day.
Because I mean that's a really good way to get heat on
Xavier.
If that's the route you're trying to go, that's a really good way to get heat on Xavier Woods to get him. Get the crowd pissed.
Top deals already in the company.
To add to that too, what it could possibly develop. So remember when, like, I guess Big E was asked that, if there's any chance he'll be returning to the ring, and he's like, based on what the doctor said, it don't seem likely, right? Now, as history has shown, you're never out. You're never completely out. Edge never completely out. Daniel Bryan never completely out, and they've had a hell of a lot more injury history than Big E, especially in this situation here. So my thing is, Big E may not have been telling the complete truth. That there's a chance he may be able to come back and wrestle. It's just a matter of time, pretty much.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I feel like your plan could lead the way to Big E possibly returning to the ring.
Which I can agree on, but that would be like the ultimate heel move is to work your fans. Like, you don't want to work your fans.
Oh, like people, basically a lot of everybody saying, like,
the internet wrestling community would be like, what about all this? Like, that's not consistent. You don't want to work your people. Now, Edge is different. Well, it's different too because Edge really wasn't on social media and he retired. And 8 years later, he never said 6 months before, I can't do it. I'm not going to be here. It has to. I mean, I would be awesome, but I just don't know how they'd be able to do that with him saying, I'm not going to come back. And it's like they might have had more injuries, but they never had the injury of them falling straight on their dome at 285 pounds. Like that is a significant injury. That I'd rather take all. I'd take their injuries over that one Big E injury. I'm sorry.
Agreed, 100%. I definitely think that this is a developing story that we need to look out for. as far as Woods and Kofi and what's going to end up happening with the New Day. I've been calling for Kofi Kingston to be heel since freaking 2011, 2012. So he could tell you that. I've been calling for it for years. So if it is Kofi, I'm gonna mark out for it, and I'm about his merch, and I'm gonna support. Like, honestly, and he should bring back the Jamaican accent too. But like, I went back to my roots, man.
And he means heel as a solo competitor, not a tag team guy.
True.
Correct.
And
He's technically been heel already as part of New Day.
and to my point, you could insert a Kofi for Xavier and have him do the same thing. I just think whoever turns heel should do it at the 10. They should have a 10-year anniversary thing, and they do all their playbacks and stuff, and something gets brought up, and then Kofi goes nuts, or one of the two turn on the whole group.
Agreed.
Or they do it at Bad Blood.
Yeah.
I was thinking they could do it at Bad Blood, and that way they could develop all the way throughout the end of the year. Besides, ending feuds at Bad Blood, you could start a whole new one.
But how would you? What match would they have? Who would they have a match against?
I don't know if it'd be a match or just if they do like an in-ring promo or something along those lines. That's how I think they could.
Yeah,
or
but wouldn't that be
segment.
predictable? Like if we're on a pay-per-view and Kofi or Xavier are in the ring, we know someone's turning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're gonna
Big E out.
Yeah, I think I like
everything. He's already there.
Of doing it doing it during the anniversary, the 10th anniversary of the New Day, because it could be a celebration, but also the bookend for the New Day and close that chapter and let these guys go on and start their new chapters in their career, whatever that may be. What are you guys thinking about? I have two hottest segments that I thought from Raw. Definitely Braun Strowman and Big Bronson Reed. I'm gonna start with that one first. What did you guys think of them like just tearing it up? Just like, I mean, again,
dude, I totally forgot.
I have to apologize to Braun Strowman and to Triple H, because a month ago I criticized them to the utmost and said that I thought Braun Strowman was going to do so much more once he came back, and his career has literally been lackluster since he came back. And either somebody heard me and took it to heart, or they always had these plans for him. But him and Bronson Reed every week just going out and like trying to destroy each other has been next level TV that I didn't know I needed.
Dude, big meaty man slapping meaty meat, bro. That's all you need. Like it's the bread. It's that's how you get eyes. But I forgot about that segment. I retract everything I said about Braun Breakker. That 2 minutes of chaos was the best thing you'll see all week. That's what wrestling is right there. That you can't. I'd much rather see that than Ricochet flip flopping and flying in AEW. I'm sorry. I'll stand on that.
He always goes back to Ricochet. When you really got real heat with Ricochet, and I don't know why.
Because have you seen it? Is there a Ricochet segment?
There's an AEW segment where you can bring up Ricochet.
I'll hold my tongue for that.
Okay. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, no, just Braun. I just wanted to give those quick props to Braun Strowman and to Bronson Reed. All these Brons, like Bronson Reed, Braun Breakker, Braun Strowman. This is really tough when you're freaking trying to commentate. I can imagine what Joe Tessitore is going through.
LeBron James,
right? All these Brons out here. But that segment was great, and then the next segment that I thought was really good was obviously how we kicked off the show. CM Punk drives into the arena, and they hit his music. They show him walking through the hallway, and he comes out and cuts what I would say is probably one of his best promos since he's come to WWE. I mean, because he really made you feel like sorry. You really went through all the emotions within that promo with CM Punk. You felt his hatred for Drew McIntyre, and I think it was a great call leaving Drew McIntyre at home this week. No need to show up to TV. The heat's there. You had the final say. Let CM Punk get his words out this week. I'm sure Drew will be back tomorrow night on Raw, so we'll see it then. But
because they can't, they can't. Then what's his face? Adam Pearce. Didn't he like put the little stipulation in that they can't like touch each other, or was that for the last match?
I think that's for this match.
That was the last one.
It was before the last one. Okay.
Okay, yeah, it was
for the strap match. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But I mean, what did you guys think of Punk's promo? I mean, like I said, it just sent me through all the emotions. You really felt the anger out of him, just like that he was just, really pissed off. And like the thing with this version of CM Punk that I'm realizing how they're booking him versus the earlier version of CM Punk, I feel like CM Punk would usually guarantee a win. In his elder statesman, he no longer guarantees victories and wins. But he does like guarantee like he's gonna beat somebody ass or like he's gonna make them bleed in the case of what he said about Drew and stuff like that, which leads me to believe he might not win this match. He might not win this Hell in a Cell match. I mean, how would you guys book the match, the Hell in a Cell match, and what did you think of his promo?
They possibly could be putting themselves in a 50-50 situation. I don't know, just because you want Punk near the title, but you don't want to kill the push on Drew. So it's weird what you do there. I'll have to listen to what Fritos has to say. He's Booker of the Year. It's not me, it's him. So he has his third eye is open with Triple H. So I don't know, but I think CM Punk should win just because he's Punk. Drew started this. Unless if Drew wins, this is going to lead to Punk costing him another title. I don't know what they have planned for that, but I just know the match is going to be amazing, and that Bad Blood's going to be the best non-WrestleMania pay-per-view of the year, in my opinion. I think it's going to be.
I think so too.
With this, yeah, I can see you go either way, but I'm kind of leaning more towards Drew winning. Punk doesn't need the World Heavyweight title quite yet. I think if they're going to do it, they're going to do it next year. I think they're going to try to run it back with Drew and Gunther. I don't know. Gunther probably still retains. I think Punk could be the one to take it off of him beginning of next year. And then, spoiler, we're talking about this later, the Cena wish list. I think we're going to have Punk versus Cena for the World Heavyweight potentially. But yeah, I thought this promo was amazing.
His third eye, dude. I'm telling you, his third eye is always open.
Yeah, it is, man. It's that Booker of the Year stuff. Hey, listen, but I'm coming for that title though. It's gonna be mine.
Bring it, bitch.
Damn.
Sorry, these Green Bay Packers got me fired up.
Big Daddy C. What did you think of Punk in this promo, and how would you book the Hell in a Cell match?
I thought the promo was good. Definitely, like you said, definitely felt different, like, than his promos from years past. Because I think when things are personal for Punk in terms of like these like feuds, I think that's when he's at his best. Because I remember like during the Summer of Punk, most of it was dealing with Cena and Triple H, but mostly Triple H, and so the promos were like top tier, And so now you got somebody like Drew where it's like real personal, and so now it's just like that definitely adds to the promo, the promos being that much greater, and so I think in terms of the match itself, how I'll book it, man. I think for this one rare occasion, you take it back to the OG Cell days where the shit feels like a war zone, no pun intended. Like where it just feels like these two people went to war. Like in the past, we've seen, Triple H matches, him versus Batista, Hell in a Cell, end of the feud. Both of them bleeding like pigs, and like it shows that they went out, like they let it all on the line. Like nowadays, you have a cell match between two guys, it don't really end the rivalry. They back on the next night like nothing happened. They ain't taped up, nothing. They not limping, So it's just like, and then they do the stupid announce table spot where they both fall through both announce tables just mysteriously, and I hate that shit. So I'm hoping.
Hey, are you talking about when they both climb up the cell and they're fighting on the cell, and then but instead of climbing all the way to the top, they climb like halfway or like 4 feet
halfway, and then like just bashing each other's faces into the damn grate, into the cage, and then all of a sudden they just fall. Like,
It was
I
cool
done
the
seen
first
it, like,
5 times we saw it, but the next 30, it was all right.
bro, it just irritates me. I'm like, it doesn't feel real. I'm like, we've seen now. It probably won't ever happen again because the cell is like a lot taller than what it used to be compared to what it was in the 90s. So we'll never see someone get thrown off the cell again. Them days are long gone.
I mean, to go against your point, I was there live when Shane jumped off the
Yes,
cage.
well, when Shane
That
did
was a
it,
tall cage.
it's
And
one thing to
personally,
jump off and then like actually not connect to anybody, but like to actually throw somebody off now, I feel like it's a bigger risk than just
it's the
jumping
same.
off.
It's the same difference.
Yeah, but what if the
It's
person
attempted
throws
murder right
botches
there.
it? what if somebody has the 9 jacks and they botch the move and then they end up like killing the wrestler that you throw off the cell? So
What if Shane goes to go jump off the cell and he slips?
yeah, that's true. But you know, it's Shane is a pro at doing daredevil stuff, so I don't ever expect
Pause.
Shane to.
I mean, I agree. He jumped off the Titan.
Time out, guys. Time out. Can we just appreciate Hendry appearance of Coach right there? That was beautiful. Sorry, guys. I had to interrupt for that.
It's okay.
Nice job, my wise man.
Hi, Coach man. Yeah, so those were some of the best moments from Monday Night Raw. Obviously, we're going to cover what was the most important thing in NXT, which is moving to the CW on the premiere of it. So we're definitely looking forward to that premiere. It's going to be in Chicago. And CM Punk this week visited the land of NXT, the land of opportunity. And he wasn't the only one. Tyrese Halliburton, NBA star, was also in attendance, which I hate the Indiana Pacers because they beat my Bulls. But Tyrese Halliburton was in attendance. Like I said, they are bringing some star power to the CW with NXT. I think you're going to start seeing a lot more stars go down there and wrestle and help with the bigger names, especially maybe to help fill out these arenas. But the biggest
they
segment
of St. Louis. Sorry, I'm salty about that.
I think they were being precautious. Can you tell everybody what happened with St. Louis, Frito, since you killed the lead?
Yes. Yeah, sorry. My lovely fiance got me early birthday gifts for the double tickets for the St. Louis show where it's Monday Night Raw and NXT. Well, we got an email from Ticketmaster saying NXT is going to move to a different area and they're refunding the tickets just for the NXT part. I'm mad. I was hoping to see Randy Orton. I was going to try to hop over there and hit him with a surprise RKO, but I can't do that now. Thank you, Shawn Michaels. Freaking.
Why can't you do it? The arenas are smaller. You can still do it.
Maybe Shawn didn't want that bad juju from being in the arena with a trash team. But that's another topic for another day.
You're hilarious. They're still gonna do Monday Night Raw there, and then NXT.
I know.
I knew it. I should have known he had a blue shirt on. I should have known. He had a blue shirt on.
Y'all want
sorry, I'm just stretching. Sorry.
Oh man, he had the damn Stanley Cup champion shirt on, man.
Do you want to play Gloria?
I will leave this pod. I will leave this pod if you play that damn song. I will leave this pod. Don't you do it.
Play it and show the speed title.
At the same time. No, hey, quiet over there, Green Bean Packer. You don't get to say anything. All right.
If there is anything,
fine.
If there's anything I can't tolerate more than y'all Joe Hendry antics, it is that song being played.
Wait a minute.
What did you just say?
Did you just say his name, man? He
appears.
I believe in Joe Hendry. We were living in London and Paris and Mexico and America, Scotland and Canada and
you definitely botched those lyrics.
I totally botched it. I believe in Joe.
He ain't a real believer. A real believer knows every song he's ever made.
I believe in Joe Hendry. Wave your hands and from side to side and say,
Oh
I
God, you
believe
are botching these like crazy, man. Just
Yeah, I know, man. Look, it's my. I'm sorry, Coach, man. I'm sorry.
oh
I'm
my
sorry. Okay, I'm
gosh.
done, y'all.
Oh, see, he's still there. Is
Sorry.
he alive? I was getting a little
Yeah,
worried
he is.
about him.
Yes, he is. But at the same time, I had some news about the
Ah!
beautiful Speed Championship. Also, while we're at it, I mean, I might as well go for a double entendre on them and hit you with that Speed Championship right now. Get this out the way too. I mean, look at that beautiful championship.
Right.
There is a women's version of that championship with a white leather strap that is coming to a town near you soon.
Right.
Please watch Speed on X every
The
Wednesday.
that women's speed title is the second least important title in wrestling behind the AEW World Championship.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Man.
You heard it
Damn.
here, folks.
He getting geared up for the hot take segment already.
Oh,
he
big facts.
getting in the spirit early.
Homicide.
So, do we have any thoughts on that NXT segment between Trick Williams and All Ego Ethan Page? Are you guys looking forward to that match on the CW for the NXT Championship? And how would you book it?
At this point, I'd keep it on Ethan. I think SmackDown is lacking the star power, and I think he's ready. I think he loses and move Trick up.
But what they should do is, if they're going to bring Trick up, they should have Carmelo about to win the title and have Trick come cost him the title.
That would be
Ooh,
great.
like
that would be crazy.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I'm coming for that title. I'm not saying none of my ideas are going to happen, but they should happen.
I like that. I like that a lot. Fritos, you gotta step your game up, bro. Now that there's an actual championship title in like play for this dude, there's so many people coming for your booking title. Like, and the wise man can't help you because he comes up for the title too.
Oh my goodness!
We'll make it a tag team title.
I agree with Frito. I think that Ethan Page should keep it. I mean, it shows that AEW screwed up. He's a star. The one that got away. The one of the many that got away. Lucha. You know what I'm saying?
One of
Time
the
out.
millions and
Allegedly,
millions that
they
got away.
allegedly can't sign yet. They still are under contract. So if they did sign legal, I saw reports on that on X today.
Pardon me. Allegedly.
Coachman, let's get you in here in this conversation, man. All ego Ethan Page versus Trick Daddy Williams. How would you book it? Who do you want to win? What do you want to see happen?
Well, I think that I'm with you guys. I think it's going to have to stay on Ethan Page just because he's on a roll right now as the heel champion. The one thing with Trick is I think they are just prepping him still for that call-up. His time's coming. I think it will probably be to cost Carmelo a championship opportunity so that we can set up their rivalry on the main roster. I just don't know when that's going to be. So we have Andrade and Melo next week, match 6 in the best of 7. I'm going to make my prediction that Melo's going to win this one, and then he'll challenge LA Knight. But I don't think that's when Trick's going to come out. I think it's going to be Andrade again. Or maybe, now that I think about it, maybe that is when Trick comes out and does it. But he'll kind of hide away. Andrade will talk some smack, and then they'll do a best of their 7th match. And then maybe Trick comes out during that 7th match so that Andrade wins. And then that's starting the feud. I don't know. There's a lot of ways you could go with it, but they're just prepping Trick right now for that main roster run. And I think he's between a rock and a hard place right now. He's still so over in NXT. You still hear people in the main roster on Raw and SmackDown like chanting "whoop that trick" and everything. So it's just, but he's not in the right storyline yet. So I think once that storyline pops up, then he's really going to take off.
All right, and moving right along, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. One of our good segments. It's who to watch for, and since our coachman arrived, I think it's about time, since we just got done talking about NXT, to talk about who to watch for. Let's go ahead and hit the segment.
Muted, coach.
How about now?
Good.
Can you hear me? How now, brown cow?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, on this week on who to watch for, we're going to stick with WWE once again, except we're going to have a little trip to the main roster this time for one Chelsea Green in a dumpster match.
Okay.
No idea how this is going to pan out, but if you know Chelsea Green, she is going to make the most out of it, and it's probably going to be very entertaining. So let's not miss out on that one. Again, probably going to lose, but she's more in it for the comedic takes at this point, and there's nothing wrong with that because she kills it every single time. So watch for Chelsea Green. Now, in the men's division, I am trying to figure out what is Charlie Dempsey, what's his storyline going to be like? Because right now he's in a peculiar one with Ren Sinclair in his faction, or Charlie's faction. It's all about the Heritage Cup title, and I'm curious is if he's going to go on his own and break off from his group. So we'll see, kind of keep an eye on Charlie Dempsey this week. I don't think he's going to have a match at all, but just watch how his storyline is going to develop. So definitely keep an eye on him. Chelsea Green, Charlie Dempsey, those are your two wrestlers to watch for this week. Let's go Blues.
Hold on. All right. Thank you, Coachman, for that segment. We appreciate it. And yeah, so we are back with the next segment. We got to move right along to AEW Dynamite. Some of the best, worst segments out of AEW Dynamite this week. Obviously, Ricochet went ahead and went against the Beast Mortos. Yeah, he did some flips. Pretty cool. You know, I'm just saying. He did some flips.
How about that promo with Will Ospreay though?
Killian, do you want to go ahead and do your segment so you can get it out the way, so you can get it off your ass?
Yeah, let's put 2 in 1. Let's just put Killian. Yeah, All right. I don't need no banner. Y'all know who it is. It's Killian. It's hot take season, and it is ridiculous. Like, thank you. Show the head. Absolutely ridiculous that Ricochet went to AEW because it shows right here. You don't have professionals that are like protecting the bad things you do. And the worst thing you do is probably the main thing you need at your job, and that's talking. Will Ospreay said, "Bro, I'm gonna kick your ass, bro. What are you gonna do about it?" And he said, "You'll see. Just wait." Like, what? You're in a suit and you look kind of cool and you can do cool moves, but you can't think of anything to say. And it just shows your thought process of, I'd rather go make a little more money in a company that fills 30% of a stadium, has 700,000 people a show, and I'm not with my wife. Like, how egotistical do you got to be? Like, it's crazy to me. I don't understand it. And Tony Khan doesn't know how to book this dude. He doesn't know how to book anything. Like, they did the thing like Tony Khan of your life or whatever, and they had for his dad, concerned father. He should be concerned. Like, I'd be so upset if I was his dad and I came here and dealt with actual problems and built up my business, and then I give my son money and he just loses me money. Like, I'd be upset. I'd be pissed. It's ridiculous. My favorite era of wrestling was AEW from 2021 to 2022, and he just shit the bed. And Ricochet can only do flips, and I don't know why. he went there and didn't stay on Raw with his wife. Like, I feel better now. Y'all can go.
Damn.
And that was your Who's Got
Wow.
Heat with Kelly Vanilli. Oh gosh, look at that. Look at the man. Oh, his hot takes. He was ready. Could not hold it. But yes, no. Ricochet did have a match on AEW Dynamite. He did cut a promo this week or have an interaction where he had to speak, and it was clear that he is sorely lacking in the area. He should have spent more time in the performance center promo class. I get it. You got great flips, great moves, but you can't talk worth to save a dime, brother. And that's literally half the business to be a player in the game. You got to be able to talk. You got to be able to, as Dusty Rhodes would say, you got to be able to communicate, baby. Communication is what you got to do. So, yeah. Also, the biggest part of AEW Dynamite, and I'm actually kind of digging this, is that they're literally like every week it's about Jon Moxley, and I'm actually starting to dig this character that he has, his quest to find Brian Danielson, and to get that AEW World Championship. Obviously, you know he's going to have the match in New York with Jeff Hardy wannabe. Good God, blanking right
Darby
now.
Allin.
Darby Allin, yes, he'll have the
Jeff
match
Hardy
with Darby.
wannabe is crazy.
Jeff Hardy wannabe is wild.
Tell me what I'm lying.
If we want to be real, Darby Allin's character is more unique than Jeff Hardy.
There's nobody more unique than the character.
Like,
You're high. You're high.
Jeff Hardy is.
I mean, you set him up for that.
God.
That was a slam dunk. Come on, let's be honest, guys.
I laid it up there to me. It was the Braun and D Wade. Me and
Yeah,
Kelly
I was just
Vanilli.
about to say that. That was
just laid it right
Virgil,
up there for me.
Virgil. You just have to go like this afterwards. You just like as he slams it home.
I'm sorry.
That's why
Jeff Hardy caught a nasty stray. Yeah. Hold on. One last thing about the Hardys. How is Matt Hardy going to go through with what he did with Edge and then put his wife through the same thing? Like, what are we doing?
Wait a minute. What's happening?
You didn't hear about all the beef with him? Like, bro, she like was cooking Matt Hardy by him cheating on her and all this stuff and how he's moving out of the house. Like, you got to go find the lore. It's crazy. They're back together now, but
oh wow. Yeah.
This is digital footprint. I'm not making anything up. This is.
I wouldn't. I would not cheat on Rebby Hardy. Like I'd be very scared of her because she's like crazy.
And
she stab people when they sleep, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I
don't know.
She's got that Latina. She's got that
what?
Latina attitude. So if you,
then
get stabbed.
Yeah, no, like
he might have gotten stabbed a couple times.
Man, bro,
he's legit stuck with. So she say they're not together no more. That's the only way they can together.
Yep.
And if she decides to get back together, then he's screwed because they back together.
Hey, until death do them part in every aspect of the situation. Like, I'm like,
but I mean, at the same time, he didn't went ahead and got her pregnant with all these kids and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Knocking them back, boy. I tell you. I was like, this man, Matt, boy.
Do you think he thinks about Lita?
Turn this mic. Somebody turn this mic off. This show will never be sponsored because of Kelly. I'm telling you, we'll never be able.
What are you talking about? You have the power to mute him.
That was doing.
I've been getting the DM Kelly you doing the
That
pod.
was doing something before
Kelly,
something. Man. He was on the Shannon Sharp, bro. With Reba.
Skip, come on, Skip. I didn't mean to go on live, Skip.
Skip.
Ojo.
Pull out.
That's my shit.
Game is on zero.
That's my shit. He hit it with the ooh.
Yeah. Man, this was growling like the little lion from the little movie joint, the movie intro. I forgot the name of it, but like
the MGM lion, you're hilarious, bro. I can't stand you.
The MGM lion, bro.
Wow.
Man,
That's
just imagine
That's
Tama
my Michelle, boy. That's my Michelle.
Imagine Tama Tonga with an eye patch on in that motherfucker.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Timberland. Yeah, old Timberland. I call him Timberland, Kelly.
That's
I
hilarious.
can imagine his old face.
Oh my gosh, this show again is going off the rails. All right, back to what we were talking about. Let's just move on to SmackDown. Like I said, outside of Moxley, does anybody have anything to say about Moxley and him coming after DB? I'm sorry, him coming after BD and him coming after fake Jeff Hardy.
Mm-mm.
No,
Nah.
cool. All right, cool. We move to SmackDown. And guys, it's pure cinema. Pure cinema. We have Roman Reigns meeting Cody Rhodes at Georgia Tech at the football stadium. Roman comes out with his customary 7 stretched SUVs. Cody comes alone by himself with driving a Mustang or whatnot. And these two meet in the middle of the field. And Roman proclaims that he shed a lot of blood on this field. That makes this his arena. That makes this his city. That makes this his town, his place. And then Cody reminds him that just down the street, his family shed blood at the old Omni all the time, which is now obviously the State Farm Center, which is where they will be tagging together at Bad Blood. Literally, they did this meetup just so Cody could know that Roman had that Roman has his back in that match, and he ain't gonna try to pull a fast one on him, which I still don't trust Roman Reigns, but I think throughout the match he'll still he'll do what he needs to do to beat them. But after that match, he's gonna Superman punch the hell out of Cody Rhodes. I booked that right now. I'd bet if I was a betting man, I would bet $100,000 on the fact that Roman Reigns is gonna Superman punch that man or spear him, one or the other. After that,
put your house on it. Put your house on
Time out. Are you?
The bloodline shit's not gonna be over after that,
Time out.
Mike. It's not gonna be over. So
no, it ain't gonna be over. But Roman don't like Cody. Did y'all see the end of that promo? What did he tell that man? You're in my way. And then Cody moved.
In life.
Don't forget at the end of the show, Kevin almost turned on Cody with that chair and hit him.
right.
You can see in his eyes he wanted to do it deep down. So I think Kevin might. He might come out at the very end, help him.
If you notice, Kevin Owens is wearing the same shirt he wore 2 years ago on Raw when he was a heel. He wore that last Friday.
How do you know that?
Yeah.
X.
Oh, fair.
Oh, which by the way, follow us on X at We Book It. We are like I said, so follow us. But yeah, shameless plug. But yeah, no, I mean, all the signs are looking like Kevin Owens is going to end up turning on Cody Rhodes. So I don't think they're finished. They will have another match. But also, people are floating out the idea that Kevin Owens is also going to beat the crap out of Randy Orton, because Kevin Owens had a rough Friday, and while Randy Orton was literally on a boat somewhere, relaxing, chilling with his hot wife, you know what I'm saying, living the life, you know, taking a break, relaxing, chilling, you know, the big 285, 290-pound guy, you know what I'm saying, just living his life, doing what he got to do. Meanwhile, Kevin Owens is getting his ass kicked the whole show by the Bloodline. So I do. I think there's a possibility that Kevin also beats up Randy too for not having his back.
Potentially. I think Kevin's out for blood and he's angry.
Yeah.
What I think with this, with Cody teaming up with Roman, it's actually setting up for two massive heels that Cody has desperately needed in his title run. You got KO and probably Randy Orton that are going to turn on him. And there was no motivation for the turn until now. So I think that's, and I know last week I said I was questioning whether this was the right move or not, but after watching the tease of the heel turn on KO, I think that the long-term booking is going to pay out a lot more than short-term.
That's true. And they have been. So okay, let me not bet my house on $100,000 if I was a betting man. Because what if Randy Orton comes out of nowhere and RKO's the hell out of Cody while he's celebrating with Roman Reigns in the middle of the ring? You know, like
They're not gonna do that because that's that bad blood. And 2 days later, he's in St. Louis. They're not gonna be a heel in his hometown.
Correct.
I don't know that he would be a heel if he RKO'd Cody Rhodes. I mean,
That's
Cody,
how they're gonna turn Cody. They're gonna turn Cody. They're gonna turn Cody the right way, not like turn on him just because it's the default because you can't hate Randy. Like that would be the worst way to turn Cody heel.
Well, no, hear me out. I'm not saying that he turns Cody that the RKO turns Cody heel or something like that. My thing is Randy Orton has not been a face for this long in his career in a long time, and it seems off. Same for Kevin Owens. These two guys are natural born shitheads. They're heels. You know, they aren't face material. So, like I said, for them, I think it's great if they end up turning on Cody and becoming the next two opponents for Cody. I mean, think about this. They could carry this out to the end of the year and potentially even get that triple threat match between them at Royal Rumble, you know, in Indianapolis, which fuck the Colts. Sorry, that's our one F-bomb. But like I said, but I mean, you can get that triple threat match for the WWE Championship, which inevitably I think booking early, Cody's going to end up losing that WWE title. I don't think he's going to have a year reign, which is another segment that we'll talk about.
How is Randy going to be involved with Roman and Rock?
Nope. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. That's a segment coming up, Gilly. Sorry, I triggered you. But back to this, like I said, we go.
Here's a guy who's triggered.
I just think to myself that it would be great television, great cinema to see Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. I mean, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton turn on Cody Rhodes, and I think that you'll produce great matches from there. There's a lot of history there and everything like that. I mean, they already teased it with both of them. Randy Orton was looking at the title the whole time, you know, and he told Cody, like I said, even when he held him up on his shoulders at WrestleMania, you know, like I said, if you look at it, there's a moment where Randy's looking at him with holding the title, you know, and he looks at him like he's proud. But then there's another moment where he looks at him and they're in the back room area, the dressing room area. And, you know, he looks at him and he's like, you know, after we get done with this thing with the bloodline, I'm going to have your back again, too. And he don't mean he's going to have his back in a good way. I really think he's going to beat his ass to try to take his championship. So
what if they team up? What if Randy and Kevin stay friends and they just beat the shit out of Cody because they want to?
I love it. I feel like that's what's going to happen.
That'd be a really good idea if they did that.
Is the one to help Cody Rhodes.
Huh?
Ooh.
What if John Cena is the one to come back and help Cody Rhodes?
That
could work.
It could save Cody's run.
Good, because I'm the Booker of the Year. You're up and coming, guys. I'm coming for that championship. Of course, it's gonna work.
I'll send you a $20 gift card to Wingstop if that happens. I just don't think that would happen.
We'll see. We will see. We will see. We also had the United States Championship defended on SmackDown. What did you guys think of that? Like I said, I mean, obviously, if you've seen one, here's what I'll say about LA Knight. If you've seen one LA Knight match, you've seen them all. Me and a good friend were having a talk, and he was telling me I think WWE is dropping the ball with having LA Knight be a face, like a known baby face. Like he should be like a baby face with heel tendencies, like because his mouth, his pause. That was going to be really crazy. He
said his mouth. Let me talk to you.
But his ability to communicate and his promos lend to him being a better heel. Like we're missing the Eli Drake heel, like annoying, like dummy, yeah, and all that stuff. Those type of promos because he's a babyface right now. But like his heel run is going to be amazing, and he's still going to get cheered because I mean, like I said, these guys that are being cast as babyface right now are actually natural born heels. Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, LA Knight, those guys are all heels. Roman Reigns is a face. He's a natural born babyface. Cody Rhodes is a natural born babyface. You know,
I would probably disagree with you. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes are both heels.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I've always seen Cody. I've always seen Cody as Cody. Cody has always wanted to be loved. Now, will that him being loved cause him to turn because you don't love him anymore and because you choose Roman Reigns? That's something to be discussed. But to me, Cody Rhodes has always wanted to be loved and always wanted to be the beloved babyface. For Roman Reigns, the reason why I say he's a natural born babyface is because I just have always viewed him. That's what the company always wanted him to be, was the babyface, the man, the next John Cena. They had to turn him heel because he wasn't getting over as a babyface.
Because he's a natural heel.
mm-hmm.
Possibly, quite possibly.
The only natural-born babyface is Rey Mysterio.
Because he's legit. He legitimately has a baby face.
Yeah.
He really
or
does.
Eugene. Or you can't boo Eugene. Triple H!
You actually kind of sound like him. That's the crazy part.
I practiced it a little bit. That's what he's saying. We have a lot in common.
That's funny. Well, on Andrade and Melo backstage. Any comments? Any thoughts on that? After the match, after Andrade wins, he obviously is still a babyface. Raises LA Knight's hand in the air. Gonna focus back on that best of 7 series with Melo. Meets Melo in the back. Melo tells him to bag up the fries. It's over with. They
looked like they were really they were going. It was a good one. That was one of the better like backstage fights. Like when Andrade hit the camera and it was all sweaty. That was good. That was good stuff.
Anybody else have any thoughts? Or this is a podcast that we talk on, guys. People are waiting for you to talk.
Oh, my bad.
Is that what we're doing?
Honestly, I'm kind of just over the feud. I thought it's been decent, but I'm just kind of over both of them. I'm ready for them to move on.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed the segment. I was like, okay, finally, because I don't like Andrade, so I was cool. I was cool with
Randy. And everything that she stands for, and everybody she with.
Yeah, I was so I was cool with Trick throwing him, not Trick, Mello, aka Brandon T. Jackson, throwing hands with him. So yeah.
Also.
I love that reference. See, I love that.
That man like Brandon T. Jackson, man. I'm sorry.
On a side note to the Charlotte Flair thing, I saw a rumor from the rumor mill that says Charlotte Flair has no timetable for a return right now. Like she's just out living life. Like her and like Becky, I think are like just chilling like right now. So.
Well, Becky
they ain't got nothing else to prove because they ain't really they did it so they didn't carry the division for so long that they don't really need.
Yep,
it's in good hands now. Like they don't need to do much anymore.
We were in college still when they all got when the 4 horsewomen got their call up. That's crazy.
Yeah,
to think about now, 10 years later, just about.
All this dirt.
I was in 8th grade.
Wow.
Wait. When they all got their call up, nah. Wait, I was
no. When they were like part of Triple H's entrance at WrestleMania 31.
I was in 30. It was 30. And
it was 30. It was 30. Yeah, 30. Yeah,
I was there, and I was in 6th grade. So 6. I was in 6th grade when that happened.
Hey, how many manias you been to, Kelly?
30, 32, and 40.
Damn.
So not that many.
Hey,
I'm a bar.
I'm the only one that ain't been to the. Well, okay. You and Mike's the only ones that's been to Mania, man. That's crazy.
The good part is that places like Tennessee, places like I mean, literally close places to us, guys. Because we're for everybody that don't know, I think
Indy. I'm going to the one in Indy. I ain't missing out on that one.
We are a Midwest podcast, and literally we are close enough. We're driving distance away from Minnesota, from Indianapolis, and from Tennessee. So any of those in any of those places are very doable to drive.
So is Chicago. In 10 years, Chicago 10 to 12, Chicago will have a Mania.
I'm still mad I was not able to go to that one, man. WrestleMania 22. I wanted to go to WrestleMania 22 so bad, man, when they was in Chicago.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That was a great ass pay-per-view.
Yeah. I was just watching that the other day. But speaking of great ass pay-per-views, I think it's time for Big C's throwback moment.
All right, so the throwback moment this week, I'm gonna take it away from WWE and go to TNA, the glory days of TNA, I like to call it. So let's take you back to a time in 2006. Mr. Kurt Angle made his debut to TNA, and at the time, Samoa Joe, who was one of the head guys of the X division, he was riding high. He was on his way to being, going for the world championship. I want to say he was feuding with Jeff Jarrett at the time, who was the champion. And so when Kurt Angle debuted, the night he debuted in TNA on Impact, Joe was going. I guess Joe had the world championship hostage, and basically Jim Cornette was trying to get him to give the belt back to Jeff Jarrett. And so Samoa Joe's like, no, I ain't having that. And so here come Kurt Angle out of nowhere, and so they had their little face off. And then basically Kurt Angle headbutts Samoa Joe and gives him the angle slam onto the title belt. And then Kurt Angle celebrating, and all of a sudden Samoa Joe, he bleeding, he gets up, like the Undertaker, and basically does the little enziguri kick or whatever, knocks out Kurt Angle, and then they just brawl on this shit. And this sets up, I want to say, a trilogy of matches. Well, just a big rivalry, but it was, I want to say, a series of matches between the two. The first one was at TNA Genesis in 06. Dream match between these two. It was a main event. Back and forth, these two guys in the ring is crazy. And Kurt Angle at the time, he was on that Vicodin, man. So he Perk Angle is what we was calling him. That was the birth of Perk Angle. And he basically he tapped out Samoa Joe in that match. And then the next match they had, it was just a rematch basically, and Samoa Joe tapped out Kurt Angle with the sleeper. And then I want to say they had a third match. It was an Iron Man match. I want to say that one. Well, the second match was at Turning Point. That's when Samoa Joe won. I believe the third match might have been at Final Resolution, and they had like an Iron Man match. And so I think that one might have. I think that one ended in a tie. I got to go back and look at it. But just that rivalry alone was, starting in 06 was something to behold, man. I remember watching TNA heavily at that time, and to see Kurt Angle, I think because Kurt Angle, I think outside of Christian and Booker T, I want to say, yeah, that was before Booker T got there. But Kurt Angle was one of the first major, like him and Christian were two of the first major guys from WWE to actually go to TNA, like big time guys, from the Attitude Era. So correct me if I'm wrong, but in terms of those two, like having big names, they there was a period of time and they didn't have WWE guys that came there, but of that era of the 2000s, those are the main two. And so just to see Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe at their height go against each other, man, that was a huge time for TNA. And so that's a good throwback moment. Go back and watch all those matches. They had matches from 06 all the way through probably 08 in TNA. And probably, I think they had some later as well, man. So go back and watch all those matches. Instant classics for sure. So Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, rivalry, the whole rivalry itself, throwback moment of the week for me.
I keep muting myself while he's talking because I don't want to like get the sound to go for like everybody to hear me like drinking and stuff like that, which I am only drinking water. Get some good refreshing H2O in you. But however, thank you, Big Daddy C, for that throwback moment. Now for our main topic, ding ding ding, of the episode. Gotta talk about it, guys. Let's book Cody Rhodes' road to WrestleMania. I think we all have different plans on how we're gonna book that. And so I want to book it like this. Hear me out. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns will end up having a match for the WWE Championship, which will end in interference from the bloodline because Roman Reigns still has to take care of his business with the bloodline. This is only the start for them, not the beginning. This bloodline feud will go all the way till WrestleMania is what I'm predicting. However, Cody Rhodes has his own set of problems because they need to set up John Cena versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41. So Randy Orton needs to beat either KO, pin KO, or pin Cody, whoever. If you want to keep Cody strong, have Randy beat him in a triple threat match at the Royal Rumble for the WWE Championship. And then literally, like I said, I mean, you can have CM Punk win the Royal Rumble because I think that's one thing he hasn't done yet. And then he goes and faces the World Heavyweight Champion on Raw, which will be Gunther. He'll finally get that monkey off his back and win the World Heavyweight Championship. And then you're looking at John Cena on SmackDown challenging Randy Orton for that WWE Championship. But where does that leave Cody Rhodes, you ask? Well, there was a certain somebody about 4 or 5 months ago. They had a weird segment on Monday Night Raw where they exchanged titles, and he was like, let me try yours. Only if I can try yours on. And so there is a championship that is out there that has yet to be defended in WWE, but it is a prestigious title. It is called the People's Champion. Cody Rhodes, before he makes his heel turn, must become the People's Champion. At WrestleMania, it will be The Rock versus Cody Rhodes for the People's Championship. I'm booking that match. I think that is where he will go, and that's how that will happen.
Booker of the Year, Fritos. I need to hear what your thoughts.
I dig it. Kind of stupid, but I dig it. The only problem I have is they're setting it up for Roman versus Rock this WrestleMania. It's gonna be huge. I think they got to do that here.
It's like doing this WrestleMania in Vegas is like doing a Mania in New York in like early 2000s or in Stanford. Like this with the TKO merger, dude, Vegas is a hot spot, and they have to have Roman Rock.
They're going all out for this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be Cody versus probably Randy, and Cena's probably gonna win the Rumble and take it off Gunther.
Yeah, I could see Cena winning the Rumble.
Killian has the same taste as Tony Khan. Get that off of there. That's ridiculous. Get that off of there.
I see Punk winning Elimination Chamber. Fixing from this past years with his injury. I think Punk wins Elimination, goes against Gunther. And then I think Cena goes against Randy some point down the line. He doesn't win it, so that way they still have their feud with Punk and Cena at some point. Since Cena has a wish list of like certain opponents he wants to go, and I'm assuming Punk, Randy's on there as well.
Yeah,
as well.
Because we got to remember that. Yeah, because we got to remember Cena's going the entire year, so WrestleMania is not going to be it for him. So
no, it should be. It should. It literally should go like a road, like the road to WrestleMania video games. Like you literally start like right at the end of WrestleMania, one WrestleMania, and you go all the way into the next WrestleMania. And at the next WrestleMania, he wins the WWE Championship. Pyro goes off. He lays it on the ground, gives the salute, and he's done. Drives off to the sunset. And Michael Cole's like, there goes the greatest of all time. And you cut off the air. Then you
have a tournament for the title.
Yeah, Vince Russo. That's exactly what you do.
Vince Russo. That's what they do with. Hold on. That's what they do with every title now. It's not.
That was Vince Russo's whole thing. When he got hired back to WWF in 2002, he hadn't even watched the product, and literally it was like he wanted to have tournaments, bro, for the championships. He wanted to strip all champions and have tournaments for the championships, bro.
I mean, bro, he helped write The Rock and Stone Cold, bro.
You got to do your homework on Vince Russo before you go caping for him. I'm telling you, it's a lot of bad out there.
You cape for Vince McMahon. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Vince provided me.
All right.
Entertainment. Don't you start with me. All right. Anyways, okay. So
don't take a shit on my head.
The last segment before we get into Frito's Fave 5. How would you book Cena's last year, guys? Who are the dream opponents you guys want to see John Cena go up against? I'll go CM Punk. But they have to have a promo battle. And I also want to see him one more time with Roman Reigns. And I would like to see him one more time with Brock Lesnar, too.
Punk versus Lesnar would be awesome.
I would say there's a very good shot of Punk versus
Coach,
Lesnar.
Don't make that face. Punk versus Lesnar at SummerSlam 2013 was one of the best. Match was amazing.
No, I'm giving you a really. I hadn't thought about that look.
Oh, okay. I was like,
it's one of those
no
looks.
way.
It's one of those looks like, that's crazy, but it might work.
Dude, when he had him up in the F5, he's like, Punk's like, let go. And Paul's like, he's like, let go, Paul. He's like, he's got my tie. He's got my tie. Dude, that match was awesome. The match is great.
Fritos, who do you want to see?
CM Punk. Oh, go ahead, Frito. Sorry.
So I'm going to go one that's a little bit out of the box here. I'm going to go White 6. Howdy. Only due to the fact he's got history with Bray. It would be great for the White 6 storyline. And I think for a great rival he had with Bray, it would be a great send-off for Cena and help further the White 6.
So that should be his last opponent is what you're booking it as. It's like,
yep.
That's how you send him off with his last match, which honestly, one of Cena's best matches to date was that Firefly Funhouse match against Bray Wyatt. So many people enjoyed that match so much immensely.
Too bad John carried him at WrestleMania 30.
Shut the front door. You look at you the only F-bomb we got tonight. Shut the front door. You stop it right now. Go ahead, Coach.
Oh, he's got a list.
I'm a solo layout this one for you, Coach. I got you. Go ahead, take it over. Right. You got this.
Well, I agree with you guys. Cena, CM Punk, would love to see that again. Cena, Wyatt 6, great call there, Fritos. Me personally, I would love to see Cena versus Randy again, but hopefully with a title on the line.
Facts.
So that's just because I loved their rivalry, and especially if Orton's the heel, which he's going to be, just hopefully he starts hearing those voices in his head a lot more when that rivalry starts. This one I'm curious about because it was kind of teased at the end when Cena came back to SmackDown for a little bit. I'd like to see him go up against LA Knight. I want to see their promo battles, and they are very similar wrestling styles.
John Cena might bury LA Knight on the mic. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know.
So I'm curious about that. And then another one, I'd love to see Cena and Cody Rhodes, but as Cody as the heel. I think that would be a tremendous match, psychology-wise. And again, the promo battles would probably be spectacular.
Oh, okay. Can I take you off solo layout now?
Yes, you're good.
All right, okay, cool.
Another big one. Cena and The Rock, they teased it this past Mania, that little look-off. That's another one, and that would be a big off if they do it till next Mania. Or whenever. When is he leaving?
I know
it's a whole year. Is it
all of 2025? So literally from that very first Monday Night Raw on Netflix all the way until December 31st.
He's leaving at Christmas.
Go. What you do is you should mend all the people he buried. So Rusev just said, listen. Rusev just or Miro just asked for his release from AEW. He's going back to WWE. He's got to put Rusev over, and then the Wyatt Six. He's got to put every single one of them over. He's got to take a pin from every member of the Wyatt Six, and then. You want to be really great, would be the best person for him to put over if Wade Barrett came out of commentary and finally beat John Cena and got his one up on him from getting buried in Nexus. I think that would be a good one, John Cena. Hey, I got some bad news. I need you put over still. I never got over with the boys. It's because of Dawn.
Get that bullhammer.
I'm sorry. I just think John should amend some of the stars that Damien Sandow. I'm blaming him for that too. I'm just kidding.
And I think you should lick a monkey's nipple. Anyways, we're gonna move along to our favorite segment. Fritos, listen, I'm finna lay this right on up to you, player. Go ahead with the Fritos Fave 5.
First, before we start this, you say I'm a freak.
Hey, I'm
wants to lick a monkey's nipple. But anyways, you know what to do. Hit my music. See here, back with the note, and the Bears suck. All right, we have a honorable mention. I've got T.Y. Hilton and the Colt security guard. That dirty Seth Rollins, he's a Bears fan. He hopped over that field because T.Y. Hilton threw him over, and that security guard kicked him out, and I'm so happy they did. He is a criminal. He should be locked up right now. At number 5, I got Kevin Owens. I thought he put on a phenomenal match, but I'm interested. He had that chair. He gave Cody that sadistical look. Is he turning? I think it's going to happen very soon. At number 4, I've got Jay Uso. He killed it on the mic with Bron, and I believe he will be your next at the new Monday Night Raw on Netflix. At number 3, I've got the big Bronson Reed picking up a fan and chucking that Braun Strowman and taking that spear through the drywall. I love this. 2 big meaty men going at it. I want more. Give me more meat. I need the meat. Number 2, I've got CM Punk. That promo was phenomenal. We've got a serious Punk. This match is going to be all-out war, and I love it. Then number 1, I know you guys are going to hate me, but I've got 2 here. I've got Roman and Cody. That whole video was beautiful and amazing, and I'm really looking forward to this match and see how their chemistry works out and with the storyline building up. And that has been a Fritos Fave 5. Yeah.
All right. Once again, thank you, Frito, so much for the Fave 5. All right, Coach, what would you give that?
Yeah, that is a really, really good list, Fritos. I'm going to give you an A on that, and the reason why it was not an A plus for 2 reasons. Number 1, I would have flipped Jay Uso and CM Punk. I thought Jay had the better promo. And also, I would have also had Will Ospreay there for carrying that segment against Ricochet on the mic. At least making an honorable mention.
Fair. That's right. That's fair.
Can we do like a Fritos like least 5 too, and like just like who your least favorite 5 are, and then every week put Ricochet or DIY on there, like Ricochet DIY. Like that would be the best segment of the week.
Oh man, don't hate on DIY.
Do you know what DIY stands for? Do it yourself. Get fired yourself, brother. This is how you do it yourself. It'd be terrible on television. Dude, it is the worst.
It's the damn theme song. Ever since they got that new damn Def Rebel theme song, they've gone down.
Ever since this theme song got changed, they can't talk. They can't do anything.
It's the Def Rebel curse.
They got some good ones. They got some good ones, but they got more bad ones than good ones.
If it's anything with the Bloodline storyline, those songs are gonna be great. But then after that, it's like, yeah, let's
If
put
they
the
could
bare
have booked
minimum.
DIY in for this War Games thing, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad.
Those are Triple H's boys. They're definitely getting a spot in War Games. Don't you worry.
That main event might not get a spot on my TV. Like that, I might not watch, dude.
Stop lying. You gonna watch? What would you?
I mean, I am. I'm just gonna be rooting against them.
You're hilarious. What would you rate Frito's Fave 5?
Oh, it was fire. It was good. I mean, there might need to be some rearranging, I guess, with the CM Punk Jay Uso thing, but I think just because the Jay Uso thing and Braun Breakker thing is new, it should go higher than the Punk and Drew thing. So I agree. I agree with Frito on that. So I think it's one of his best lists he's had. So I'll give him an A+. 96%. That's A+ too.
That's the first A+ I think you've gotten on this show.
98% actually. That's A+. 96 is still an A.
All right, Big Daddy C. What you got for him?
Oh, me, I give it an F.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Fuck you, Bear fans. You did.
Yeah.
That's the second F-bomb.
Yeah.
One F-bomb every episode.
Nah. It's
Get it to yourself, Frito. Get it to yourself, man.
It's on site with you. Fuck you and your list, bro. Like I said,
that damn Packer shirt and had on trash.
F. You and your F you and F your shirt. F you, John Cena. F you.
Pretty much, dude. He's the worst.
No. Skip you, Fritos. Damn.
There's a reason Packers share the same colors with waste management. Trash.
Oh yeah, for sure. Trash. That's a good one. See, I never thought about that.
That's a good one. That's very
good.
good.
I like that.
Yeah, I love our friendly.
I hate you guys.
Anyways, thank you all for tuning in to the episode. Make sure that you guys like, subscribe, share. We got a bunch of social media out. We're always out doing stuff. I'm gonna get back to my weekly. I took a break this weekend from my posting on TikTok or whatnot. But make sure you guys follow the, in my opinion, TikTok as well. I'm gonna get back to posting my little videos on there.
Speaking of, you're high for that Trish Stratus take. You are high.
Bro, he just be saying shit to say.
He's just saying
You are high. You will not disrespect the GOAT like that.
He's a troll.
You will not disrespect the GOAT like that.
Wait a minute. Hold on, pause. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I thought I was going to escape the show without y'all yelling at me about
Hell no, I wasn't gonna let you.
Hold on, y'all can hear you. Y'all can still hear me?
Nope.
Y'all can still hear me?
Yeah,
I'm going to the TikTok right now.
Play it, Killy.
Hold on. The Christian Cage one, you tried, but that was an L. The best version of Christian Cage is right now.
That's wrong, but okay.
Facts. No, it's right now.
What else did you say? Vince McMahon. Hold on. You love Vince McMahon for some reason. I don't know why. You hating on Bret Hart.
Okay, speaking of Bret Hart,
hold on. I'm gonna address this too. Tony Schiavone keeps saying.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Tony Schiavone keeps saying Daniel Bryan is
Bret
the
Hart around
greatest.
here for me.
Daniel Bryan is the greatest wrestler I've ever seen, and I've been doing this for 50 years. You probably never announced a Bret Hart match because he is the greatest in-ring wrestler of all time. And that he is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And I will die on that hill.
Do we think Tony Schiavone's got something wrong with him?
Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, he's been in AEW for the last 5 years.
I mean, besides that, I feel like he's got some memory. I think he's developing dementia or something because his announcing's been going downhill for a while.
He's just trying to put over AEW.
Wait, who's?
Bro, yes, him and JR. They are both ass cheeks.
Oh, JR, man.
Yeah,
JR's having a rough last 2024.
Yeah, I get it, but he shouldn't be on commentary. Excalibur is horrible. Taz is the only one that's making that show reputable. Honestly, if you ask me, when it comes
Taz.
But back to what I was telling y'all. A, I wasn't high about that Trish Stratus take. B, all I was saying was if you place prime Trish Stratus in today's WWE, she is gonna be. She's gonna be Dana Brooke, bro. Literally, that's what she's going to be.
Man, no.
That
That's
was
what
your
she's going
take?
to be.
Jesus
What?
Christ, you are
She
trash.
literally had a championship run almost with Becky. Like, she carried that rivalry with Becky. Let's be honest.
Dana Brooke could never have a match like her and Lita did. Trish and Lita did on that Raw.
Thank you.
She can.
No, she can't. No, she cannot. Her fake teeth would
Shit.
fall out. Her plastic surgery teeth would fall out.
Trish Stratus. All right. Everybody, mute up. All right, because I have to explain myself clearly because I've been watching wrestling for a long damn time.
I gotta take a shit, so I'll be right back.
You've been on your phone for too damn long. Here's something.
I watched a lot of Trish Stratus matches in my day. So check this out. Let me tell y'all something. This is why I feel the way I feel about Trish Stratus. I'm telling y'all right now, I think she was a beautiful face, a valet, great at it. She worked her ass off in the ring, but I'm just telling y'all, the prime athletes, you really think that she could go in the ring with Bianca Belair and be the Trish Stratus that she was back then? If there's a Bianca Belair,
if Chelsea Green can have the spot on the card that she does, Trish Stratus would be a main eventer today. I don't even think Trish Stratus is the greatest woman ever. I think there's 3 women right now. I don't think she is. But she's not mid. She's one of the pioneers of women wrestling, along with Mae Young.
It's a love affair with her, y'all. I get it. I get the love affair. She was great in her time. But if you place Trish Stratus in today's WWE, she's mid-card, bruh. That's it.
You're tripping. You are tripping. If you think the women's division's that...
Okay. Pause. I'm going to ask y'all this. Could she main event a WrestleMania? And y'all be hype about it? Like y'all was hype for Becky Lynch.
I never thought I'd be hype. Hold on. I never thought I'd be hype about Liv Morgan ever in my life. But I can see Liv Morgan main event at WrestleMania now.
Sorry, I took a fart and
I'm 9-1 in the COVID center.
Hold on, Frito. You got to mute up. This fool just told me that he believes Liv Morgan could main event a WrestleMania.
More than Dana Brooke could replace Trish Stratus.
What I'm trying to draw here for you guys is try to get an understanding that Trish Stratus was mid at best in the ring. She was not anything special. Like, she was good for her time. She carried the women's championship. She was great at what she did. Sure, she's a pioneer, but you guys have an over-infatuation love affair with Trish Stratus that paints a picture that she could hang in today's WWE.
Hogan was mid in the ring, but he's arguably the greatest of all time.
He's not arguably greatest of all time. He was arguably the biggest.
That shows that you're biased. That shows that you're biased because Hogan is arguably, he had 2 Hall of Fame careers. He is the reason for 2 major booms in wrestling.
Okay, listen.
In 2 different companies.
Let us stay on track here because Hogan and WCW he was a leech. He was a leech. He leached off the coolness of Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. They made the fucking NWO. Do you know what made NWO? Hulk Hogan turning because he's Hulk Hogan. No, that didn't make shit. It helped. But like I said, the biggest cool factor, the biggest part that mattered the most was the fact.
I thought we weren't recording. I'm so glad we're recording. You're just showing how goofy this is. This is amazing. I love it. Holy cow!
This is all truth, bro. Like, you tripping. Anyways, back to Trish Stratus. Keep the main thing. Trish Stratus in today's WWE, as great as she was in 2006, 2005, I appreciate how she carried that woman's title and made it mean a miniature of something because it comes off the likes of Ivory, Jackie, and people like that, and Miss Deborah, and people like that couldn't even wrestle. Sable couldn't even wrestle. She took it to the next level. All I'm trying to say is if you put Trish Stratus in today's WWE with the prime athletes that are there and the things they're able to do, she is not going to be the main focus. She is not going to be as hot. She is not going to be this main eventer that y'all think is she going to be. You have a love affair with this woman because she's a Hall of Famer. She had a great 5 to 6 year run. Cool. I'm telling y'all, if you put her in today's WWE, she is not going to be that. Point blank.
She is because she's better than Becky. Dude, Becky is cool. She's cool. But look, Trish Stratus at 50 after children was keeping up with her after getting her face busted in. She's talking shit to fans. Again, You got character work and psychology is better than the moves. Again, that's what shows that you literally care more about the cool moves. Again, Io Sky is a better wrestler than Stacy Keibler, but I'd rather have Stacy Keibler than I swear to God, I'd rather have Stacy Keibler than Io Sky on my roster.
You're high. Listen, there's no way that
I'm consistent with my logic.
There's no way everything I just said that you believe that I care more about the moves than about the storylines and about the wrestling.
Because you keep saying they can't hang. When again, one of Trish Stratus' best storylines was wars even with women. And when she bent over on Triple H, she can do anything. She can kick your ass or she can seduce you.
No, the best storyline Trish Stratus had was when Chris Jericho was fiending for her, and then she ended up turning on him and kissing Christian and ended up going with Christian and whatnot. That was a
lot like Liv Morgan.
That and the storyline with her and Lita after Lita got pregnant by Kane and then she injured her and then Lita came back and whatnot, and Trish Stratus retained her championship and retired. Those two were probably my favorite Trish Stratus feuds out of them all. All I'm trying to tell you,
no love for the rivalry with Mickie James.
Yeah, you know what? What are we doing?
No, I didn't.
Come on.
That was my
Dude.
match.
Again, this is not even a hot take. This is a cold take because it's just that bad. Like I'm freezing right now.
It's not bad. Like you guys aren't listening to what I'm saying. I know I have a fluctuation in my voice, and I understand that I was yelling at a certain point. All I'm trying to tell you is that I don't believe Trish Stratus would be the same Trish Stratus if she was in today's WWE starting
You're
out.
right. She wouldn't be the same. She'd be even better because she has better story writing. You're telling me you're putting she doesn't have all these feuds and stories. Is she even creative? She can control that? No. I bet you if you place her now with her looks, if Maxine Dupree can get a pop for doing a weird kick up, I promise you Trish Stratus can get over.
I'm not saying she couldn't get over. I'm not saying
she would be in the top tier. Dude,
I'm just telling you she would not be as hot.
She would be more over than Bianca. Bianca isn't even over. She's over because of Jade.
Now you're high. Now I know you're high.
That's why they put her with Jade. That's why they put her with Jade. That's why they put her with Jade.
They put her with Jade so she could bring Jade along so that they could have a match together, bro.
And they had nothing else for her. They had nothing else for her because they have 3 or 4 women right now I'd rather watch.
No, she beat everybody. She beat everybody. It's what do you mean she beat everybody? Bianca Belair, the reason they brought Jade in, the reason they put them two together is because Bianca Belair beat everybody else. She looked around the scene. There was nobody else for her to beat. So literally they paired up with her and said, okay, you've had too many WWE championship reigns. We need to put you with this woman. You're going to coach her, groom her, show her how to be how you are, and you'll help her in the ring mature and get better because Bianca Belair is a total package. She has the promo, she has the in-ring skills, she has the interests, she makes her own ring gear, she has a huge fan base. Bianca Belair is the Beyonce of WWE, point blank. The biggest star out there.
Rhea's bigger than her. It's not even a question. It's not even a question. Bianca has never been top 10 in merch selling ever.
I don't think that's true either, but I'll have to check that.
I would guarantee you Rhea's been in the top 10 merch selling more than her. I bet you Rhea pulls in way more money than Bianca. And her boyfriend not even in the company. He's in another company.
Oh, snap.
All she has is her ponytail. She's a better heel than she is a babyface. She needs to go back to the heel. Maybe that's why I don't like her. She's not a good babyface.
How you doing there, Coach? You having a good night?
Yeah, I was a little disappointed there by the missed extra point because that's going to cost me some fantasy points.
That sucks. Who's your kicker?
Butker. Yeah, but it's okay. I'm already up 100
Harrison,
right now.
keep your wife in the kitchen. Like, gosh, what a piece of crap.
Anyways, thank you all
I'm
for
already
watching.
up 100 points this week, so I'm okay.
We appreciate you guys. Please tune in next week for some more ranting and raving from me and from Killy Vanilli, because apparently we can't see eye to eye on SHIT because he's crazy. And we'll continue this next week. So keep watching, y'all, and keep those booking pencils sharp. Until next time, peace.